going to happen to this team after this year. What's on the line is what's going to happen to this team after this year. Now, this is a conversation I did not think I was going to be having on May 7th or whatever today is, May 8th. I don't even know what it is. I thought this was going to be a conversation for July. But next year, their payroll is $460 million when you compute the taxes. If they keep their draft pick, but they got a first-round pick this year, and they fill out their roster, I don't even know if they're going to be able to bring Al Horford back. It's going to top $500 million. They got new owners. They're buying it for $6 billion. They need to take on all these partners just to put half the money together. I don't know what's going to happen there, but there's a possibility this team's not going to come back. No matter what, they may not be able to come back because they're the most expensive sports team in the history of the game. That's what's on the line. This team has proven it can be it's a championship team. This team has proven it's a 60-win team this year. This team might win the championship again this year. But if they don't get out of this series, I don't know how you can justify spending $500 million on the roster again. I'll tell you that. And so, to me, what's on the line is whether these guys want to stay together and try to rack up a bunch more rings.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I saw this clip. I didn't like it. And I'm getting real sick and tired of this archetype. I'm getting real sick and tired of the legend of winnings and the... I'm getting sick and tired of fat, obese people who have never played basketball or any professional sports a day in their life. They haven't played a lick of basketball in their life. They haven't played a lick of basketball a day in their life. And it's honestly kind of disrespectful. Do you see this fat slob on TV? He's drooling out of his mouth. He's thinking about food while he's on the job. He can't even hold the spit in his mouth. It's leaving his mouth while he's talking. Did you guys see this? And it's the whole thing of, well, so Brian Windhorst and sports media is so bad nowadays. It's so bad. It's terrible. Sports media is terrible nowadays because this is what happens. You got guys like Brian Windhorst that goes on TV and he goes, if the Celtics don't leave and win this series, then there's a chance that the team blows it up. And there's a chance that there's changes. Wow. Tell us something that we don't know. Almost like that can't be said for any other team in the NBA. If the Oklahoma City Thunder don't win this series against the Denver Nuggets and end up taking a loss, there's a chance that they could make some changes next year. Wow, Brian Windhorst. Windhorst. Racing horse. Tell us something that we don't know. Tell us something that we don't know. These are the guys that go on TV. Back. And it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. I like when we, and this is no shame to fat people, right? Kendrick Perkins is fat. All of these guys are fat. But Kendrick Perkins, you know, he's older now. He was a professional basketball player. He played in the NBA. I know a lot of people roast Kendrick Perkins. And then you got these guys going on TV that want to, you know, discredit. I actually think, you know, this might be far-fetched, but maybe every single person that is in, these are the qualifications. To be required to talk about basketball on live TV and get paid for it, you can't be obese. You can't be fat. You cannot be an obese sack. You can't. If you can't even take your health seriously, what makes you think that you can talk about professional sports seriously? If you can't, dead ass, if you can't even watch what you're putting in your mouth, you have no right to judge a professional athlete ever. Ever. I don't want to hear Brian Windhorst criticizing any player ever. I don't want to hear him criticizing Ben Simmons. I don't want to hear him criticizing any player for conditioning. Anthony Edwards, did he call out Anthony Edwards, Goatman Edwards last year for his conditioning against the Mavericks? Because he better not have. I don't want to hear him say it. You have no right to criticize any player ever. If you've never even played the sport before, but you're also an obese sack of shit. You can't even control what's going into your mouth. You can't even do an hour of cardio. You can't do nothing. I really do like Legend of Winning. He's great. You know, I'm subscribed. Shout out to him. But
to winning than Magic Johnson.
I gotta be honest, man. When someone's this ugly, that you can't. It makes me mad when he talk. It makes me mad when he like. Bro, it gets me mad because it's like, I understand you like basketball, but your opinion is automatically rejected. Maybe it's just me. But if someone's obese, it's hard to take them serious in life because you can tell they don't even take themselves serious. If I was obese and I saw myself in the mirror, it would be an instant change, bro. In 6 months, you wouldn't even recognize me. I'd have to make a change. This guy's been obese for years. He clearly doesn't appreciate himself. He clearly doesn't love himself. He clearly doesn't. So it's like, it's hard for me to take somebody like this serious when they don't even take themselves serious. You have, I'm telling you this right now. Maybe it's just me, and I know a lot of people feel like this too. Maybe some people don't feel like this, but it's hard for me to take somebody serious, and I lose respect for a person like this because there's no way that you can criticize an athlete. You can't. Especially a professional athlete. You cannot do it. Bad games, good games, whatever games, you cannot do it because you're fat. You're obese. You literally have no idea what it's like to be an athlete. Not even once. At least if you go to the gym or you work out, you can have somewhat what it takes to be an athlete. You work hard in the gym, building your body, getting right in the gym, working day after day to achieve your goals. You have an idea. Now you can somewhat understand, but athletes have to do that every day. And then on top of that, they go to shoot around, practice, travel, all this stuff. So there's a different expectation for athletes. Me, you know what I'm saying? I can criticize an athlete. They don't know what they're talking about. Did you guys notice in the clip? Did you guys hear in the clip? He literally said a whole bunch of nothing. The Celtics have a chance of blowing up the roster if they lose this series. Wow. So insightful. Sports media is a joke now. I'm telling you guys this right now as a fact. Sports media is a joke. They can't criticize players. They're under contract with Disney and all this stuff. They can't actually say what they want. You can't have your own opinions on sports media. That's why these shows are a joke. Right? These shows are a straight joke. They can't curse. They can't do anything. They can't be themselves. They have to do what they have to do. They have to abide by certain rules. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. And it's all old heads. Like, I'm sorry. I can't take it. I can't do it. Like, I wanted to commentate on this because it's like, there's a possibility this team's not going to come back. That's what's on the line. That's literally every team in the NBA. The Cavaliers, there's a chance that they could make... What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? There's a possibility this team's not going to come back. Yeah, you could literally say that about the Nuggets. You could say that about every team in the playoffs right now. The Warriors could make changes. The Nuggets could make changes. The Thunder could definitely make changes. The Celtics, the Pacers, the Wolves. Duh! What's your point?